For Napoleon, this uprising offered him a shot at redemption in the eyes of the French government. The Thermidorian reaction, as it became known, introduced a new regime that hoped to bring together the now fractured left and right-wing politicians. But achieving this was easier said than done.
After the fall of Robespierre in July of 1794, the survivors of the terror spend the next year really deciding how to put France back together again, dealing with impulses towards revenge from both the left and the right. So these Thermidorians drift back towards a political centre, which is therefore always more right-wing than some of the other surviving Jacobins would like, but clearly much more left-wing than a lot of surviving Royalists would like. And Royalism itself comes to express a whole spectrum of opinions, from absolute counter-revolutionaries who would hang everyone, through to people who start thinking, well, maybe a constitutional monarchy wasn't such a bad idea since we've mucked up having a republic. When these Thermidorians decide to have a new constitution, it provokes what is always referred to as a royalist uprising from the western districts of Paris.
For Napoleon, this uprising offered him a shot at redemption in the eyes of the French government.
Barras, who is the chief politician in Paris at the time, picks on Napoleon to have a role in combating the royalist plot, not necessarily because he thought Napoleon was a great guy, but because of the memory of Toulon and what Napoleon had been able to do there.
And Napoleon Bonaparte, who is a junior general at this point, with help manages to again get some artillery. Somebody who's going to be very important in Napoleon's later career as it develops, Murat. He's a cavalry commander, the 12th Chasseurs à Cheval. He's ordered by Napoleon Bonaparte to seize some nearby artillery. And that artillery is then deployed very ruthlessly using grapeshot, which are essentially sort of basketballs and sort of bits of metal fragment. And these are fired from the artillery into a mass of royalist insurgents, and, coup attempt over. And you've got a very grateful French Republican government, which, if you like, owes Napoleon one.
With a whiff of grapeshot, Napoleon became a household name, winning him favour with the Directory, the new power in France, who reinstated the 26-year-old as Brigadier General and gave him his first real command, the Army of Italy.